Okay, so I'm gonna start. Did some of you guys finish your drawings already for your airplanes or no?
No, working on it.
Okay, so this week we'll be actually getting it cut out, and then we're gonna be flying it out next week on Monday. So that's just a reminder for that. It will be the 16th that we're gonna be flying it out. So the actual, I would say I'll give you guys like maybe like the first 3 hours to like really like fix it and get it cut out, and then we can fly it after like around. Well, actually, it's getting darker, so I'll say I'll give you guys an hour, and then we can fly it out like around 7. So it's not too dark, so we can kind of see how far the airplanes goes too. So you guys have until the 15th to actually work on it and submit them in, and then cut it on the 16th if you guys are pushing it. But all this week, you guys are open to come into when James is here also in the morning, or message me. I can definitely come by, open the laser for you guys so you guys can get it cut out. So make sure for now on our projects are going to start having deadlines, because we're going to have presentations, we're going to have a lot of things that's going to start involving that. So just wanted to make sure you guys are understanding the deadlines coming up. Yeah. And then how was James?
He was good.
He was good. Okay. I know that he did have. Yeah, I did know that he did. He texted me saying something about how you guys were like a little confused about project, and then I was like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to look, and he was like, okay, I'll tell them. Yeah. So then we did talk about that, and then yeah, of course he's like, he's not a night person, so it was kind of tough for him to teach the night class, or watch you guys. So hopefully you guys did utilize James and have questions for him. So as you guys can tell, last week I went to Salt Lake City for training, and then I wanted to show you guys some pictures that I took that was pretty cool that I wanted to share with you guys. But before I do start, I did want to go over an incident that did happen during training, and it's a real life situation, and I feel it's a good topic to touch base on, even though you guys are not like, some of you guys are already in the work field, some of you guys are not, some of you guys are still like getting there. So the incident that did involve a manager and some of the new trainees, engineers and designer. So I'm a designer, and then so one of the new trainees, she's an engineer. So we work a lot together and getting projects done. So this is my first time meeting her. This is our first time meeting everybody because we work remotely. And then so the manager did some stuff that was inappropriate, and then we all was in a group together. So he did kind of like gear his intention towards me also, but then good thing, the important I did want to like iterate is make sure you guys create that pack, create the team together. Understand you guys are here together to protect each other. You guys are a family. So a good thing that we had a strong group, and then that stepped in and then helped out with stuff. So like I said, this is a really good topic to cover. I know that some of you guys are already in the workforce. If you guys see something, say something, do something. It doesn't matter if you guys are in school, doesn't matter if you guys anywhere. If you guys see anything, say something, do something, because that's the best thing you can do. And I just want to make sure everybody understand that. And even in here, you guys see something, say something. Even something I'm doing wrong, call me out on it, because that's the best thing to learn. And then that's also what helps you become a good leader and a strong person, and that create that trust. And maybe sometimes you'll be up in that management position, you might end up facing that kind of situation too. So just want to make sure that's what I know there's a lot of training, but then that's what I wanted to bring back from my training to let you guys know. Yeah. So let's do this. For some reason, they wanted me to do something here. Timer. So this is my flight was at 6 here, at 6 a.m. here, and then we boarded around 5:30, and then so of course I was up before the sun. So this is when the sun was barely rising. So this is above cloud here, so you guys can see the sun's rising a little bit. This is a little bakery. So this is after the sun has rise, and then this like above cloud here. So it was actually raining and storming in Salt Lake City, so that's why there's a bunch of clouds. These clouds over here, I didn't get a chance, but you can kind of see here if I zoom in. This little area, it was having lightning. So I was trying to I thought I was recording, but I ended up taking a picture of it. And then it was pretty cool just to be above cloud and then see that. And then this is a picture of Salt Lake City. So this is actually my first time in Salt Lake City. Have you guys been to Salt Lake City? Okay, this is actually my first time too. So interesting fact that they have a bunch of lakes and then there's salt in it, so that's why they call Salt Lake City. It was so funny when one of those, because we have a lot of engineers that are born or are from different countries, and they asked why is it called Salt Lake City, and then I showed them this picture and I told them it's a bunch of salt in a lake. And then here's a little over video flying over Salt Lake City. So this is actually the city here. It was pretty cool. I actually record these for my kids, but I wanted to show you guys too. And then so here is actually the picture when I'm driving, so then I took a picture of it, and this is when the rain kind of like cleared a little bit. It was sprinkling, not sprinkling, so then it was pretty cool to see all these clouds. And then I feel like the mountain, you could just like reach and touch it. Yeah. And then so I did get to my hotel. I did had a headache from elevation difference because Salt Lake City is a little bit higher in elevation. So I did get a headache. I took some Tylenol, took a nap, woke up to double rainbow. So there's a rainbow here, another one here. So by this time it was already like sprinkling super hard, started raining. And then you can kind of see a little bit more here. I did have to try to go get dinner, so that's why I'm driving. The rain is no joke there. And I went to this little place here. It's like a little lobster, like kind of like here the coast. It was kind of like trying to do something cozy. I thought it was cute that I had the beach chair. And then I was driving, and then I end up in Chinatown. So this is a cool picture of Chinatown here. And you guys can see here. And then this bakery, 85 Degree Bakery Cafe. Have you guys been to this one? We do have some in up north and like kind of close to Stockton. And then there's a lot down south, like LA area. So 85 Degree Bakery is a bakery that's like kind of like Korean/Japanese bakery. So they have a lot of milk breads. So they're pretty good. So I went to go inside to visit. It's actually one of the biggest bakery. And inside the place, have you guys been to Claw Daddy here or heard about it? Okay, so Fashion Fair has a store called Claw Daddy, and so it's all about claws. So I thought this was pretty cool. They had it like just like in the hall, like way in the mall, and it's just all these like claw machines. So I thought it was pretty cool. And then I did eat some Korean food, and I kid you not, the portion in Salt Lake City are so huge. Like this is just all to myself, and it was just
for one person?
Yeah, it was so huge. And then I'll show you guys my breakfast too. Yeah, it was so huge. Like, and these pancakes are bigger than my hand. So I told them California pancakes are half the size, you know. Yeah, so I kid you not, Salt Lake City is no joke. And then I went to this pizza place that served like biology and stuff like that, so it was pretty good. This is a Tuscan pizza, I think that's what it's called. And then so this is my carpool crew. Yeah, so then I was the mom of this crew because I drove to everybody everywhere. So this is my carpool crew. We did go before this is he's a supervisor, and then this was the night before he left. He left on Wednesday, sorry. Yeah, he left on Wednesday night, and we all stayed till Friday. Yeah, so we took him out for Korean barbecue. So some of them never heard of what Korean barbecue was. So.
Oh, wow.
Have you guys been to Korean barbecue?
No, my mother has. She told me it was bomb. She's like, we gotta go there.
Yeah, there's one there. There's two actually here called Sheila's. So
Is that the one on West Shaw?
Yeah, so there's one on West Shaw and there's one on Herndon. Yeah, Herndon and I think Clovis. Yeah, and then so after we drop off, his name is Billy. So after we drop off Billy, we actually, and we drop off, her name is Katie too. We drop off Katie also because her friend is local, so she stayed with her friend. And then so we took a trip up Capitol Hill, and we kid you not, like we were joking about like, because like there was a lot of buildings everywhere, because they had a big old giant cathedral, they had all these buildings that had a bunch of lights. So then we thought like, oh, like what if it's that way? What is that way? And then my GPS said Capitol Hill, and then I said, I think we got to go up Capitol Hill. And then so we're still going, and like this Capitol Hill is like at an incline that you can actually see Salt Lake City standing where we're at, like the whole city. Yeah. But I didn't take a picture of it because like trees and houses was blocking it. But I took this picture, and it was so cool how like it just turned out like this, and I just thought this was a cool one. But this is us at Salt Lake City, at the Capitol, and then you guys had Schoolhouse Rock. Have you guys? Yeah. So then how like with the bill on the Capitol Hill. So that's what we thought was so funny. Yeah, and then one of the engineer, he took my pictures with the Capitol Hill. Yeah, he just wanted to test out his camera, and then this is Friday, so everybody was kind of leaving Friday, and then so so they have In-N-Out there, and they just very started having In-N-Out like maybe like 2 years back or something like that. So then this is one of the engineers. His name is Jared, and so he lives in Colorado. He's from Wyoming, but he lives in Colorado now, and he never had an In-N-Out burger, so we just like was making fun of him because all of us had an In-N-Out. I said him, so I just took a picture of him too, like and I was like, he really liked it, and then one of the guy goes, did you get it animal style? And they were like, oh man, we forgot to get it. We were just more like getting him to eat the burger. And then and this is 85 degrees, so I went back on Friday, got my family a bunch of bread, and then it's funny because I said, oh, I just want 2 boxes, and it ended up being 4 boxes. Yes, so that was pretty fun there. And then I did go and get a shirt. So Salt Lake City, they're famous for the university called the Utah State, or they call it the U. So I had to go get a shirt, so that's what I got here, the U State. And then so on Thursday, I actually went on a walk, just like to go to walk, and I kind of like did some shopping for my kids, like give them some souvenir. So there was this trail, and it was like in the middle. I thought it was pretty cool because this river that just flowed in the middle of this shopping center, and it's called Sugar House, and so you can see like the stores, and it was just like a cool river in the middle of town. Unfortunately, we were talking about that. Like the whole time there, we only saw 2.
Oh, that's good.
But I think it's because we didn't really stay like we're like here like Fresno, the downtown area is more like where they're located. We weren't really like in the area maybe where they were at, but we only saw 2. One was screaming at the cars, and then the other one was pushing his car. Yeah, so it was pretty cool to see this little river here. And then this is the front side, and this is the back side of it. So the back side was actually just like a whole forest. Like he definitely get lost in it. Yeah, and then this side you can actually have entrance to the river, so you can actually walk into the river. And then the crazy part was, this river is literally a back of these hotel room. So I thought that was like crazy. Just hear the river while you're sleeping. Yeah, and then I'll show you guys the river where it's located at on Google Earth. So this is where, so there's some, it's called Sugar House Shopping District. That's where I was at. So this is how it looks like on the outside. And then there was this river right here. So this is where this tree area is at. So you, it tells you the creek, and you come out all the way to this lake where like ducks and stuff like that. So it's on Sugar House Park. That's what it's at. So all these little tiny areas here are shopping center or hotels. So there's like a little hotels within. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool, just having the river run in the middle of the city. And I'll show you guys what is at the end of the city, of the river. So it's like this replica of the canyon. I don't know if you guys, I think it is Zion's Canyon. That's what it's called. Yeah, so it's a replica of the canyon. And then this is where that pond is at. You see all these ducks there. Yeah, so that's where the river is. That's where the river starts from, actually, from the pond, and it goes underground, and it creates that little canyon kind of thing. But those are some of the pictures I got visiting Salt Lake City. So I definitely love the city, but then when I heard that it snowed, I said no. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy those. And then today I would say just work on more on your planes. I know we're already up to date on some of the project's commands, so then James kind of tell us not to go ahead. So then I wanted to just make sure you guys are getting your planes in. I did bring the foam boards up here, so if you guys want to choose your color, take which one you guys want. There's a lot, so if you guys made a mistake, you guys can do another one. Yeah, I'm not gonna count your cut sheets, so just let you guys know. And then we are flying these planes out on Monday, October 16th, so make sure their planes are ready to go. And then I do have a SolidWorks one that SolidWorks does give to us, that so we can pass out whenever we go to like little events and stuff, so you guys kind of see how it is cut out. SolidWorks does leave a little bit of non-cut out, so we can transport these, but you guys will actually have it fully cut out. And then see, this one's like a little cut out, and then this is how the plane looks like. I don't have a coin, so then I can't really fly this, but then I took it home, tested it with my kids. It does fly. So if you guys have a quarter, let me know so we can test it out. Okay. Yeah. So that'll just be for today. Work on your plane.